Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new squad builder here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now, we got 3 new icons last night. New Prime icons came into the SBC section, and I decided that I was definitely going to go ahead and get one of them because it's my favourite icon. I just really love a bit of Patrick Kluivert, so I did a video unlocking him. If you want to check that out, it'll be in the top right corner. And then also, I will be bringing in the loan versions of the other 2 Prime icons today to build a squad around them, to test them all out and give you guys a little bit of insight into whether or not I think they're worth it. Do me a favour, hit the thumbs up button on today's vid. Let's get cracking into the squad builder then. So I started with Handanovic in goal, plays for Inter, which is where Laurent Blanc, who is the Prime icon in defence here today, actually spent a little bit of his career. He also played a little bit for Barcelona, and well, we have Jordi Alba in the team today. 85 rated with 93 pace, 82 dribbling and 81 defending. He's not very strong, but I don't really need him to be because I've got 2 very strong centre-backs today. At right back, we've got Kyle Walker. I just had a bit of Prem because, well, I know that Kluivert played in the Prem at some point as well, and he's going to feature in the team, and I just wanted to. I wanted to use Kyle Walker today. I knew I could use any Prem right back, and I decided to try him out a little bit more than Valencia, just to see who's better. I'm trying to still figure that one out. I guess Valencia, because all the pros use him, right? But Chiellini makes his way into the squad. I needed him for a strong link later on. 89 rated, the Italian is, and then of course we do have the 91 rated Prime Laurent Blanc. Very, very similar stats to his 89 rated one, which I've used a ton of. And it was actually nice to see a bit of an improvement actually in game. I actually really thought Laurent Blanc was a bit of a beast. But we'll get on to all of that later on. You can see his icon profile there, all of the different clubs that he played for and stuff feature on that, and of course you will have checked out his in-game stats there as well. So moving on into the midfield then, we have got Blaise Matuidi. So Matuidi's French, getting that nation link to Laurent Blanc as well, and of course getting the strong link to Chiellini in order to get the chem right on this team. 85 rated with 82 defending and 84 physical. I actually quite liked him at cam today. High work rates means that he does push up a little bit too high sometimes. But overall, working really hard, buzzing around that midfield, doing good stuff. We then have a nation link to LAUDRUP, so it's going to be Christian Eriksen today, 87 rated. I packed him a while ago, haven't really used him on FIFA that much this year, and I decided I kind of wanted to, so I stuck him in at centre mid today. And then on the left hand side, we have another sort of link to LAUDRUP's career, which was Barcelona, of course by bringing in Paulinho, and Laurent Blanc played for them, and Kluivert played for them, so I had to have a bit of Barca mixed into the squad today. Paulinho's FUTWIZ card, one of my favourite midfielders on the game. So then we have Michael LAUDRUP himself, 91 rated, with 85 pace, 92 dribbling and 90 passing. Shooting stats let him down, but I'm just going to say, I kind of went into this without really looking at in-game stats. I wanted to test them out in-game to see just what I could get up to with the players, and I was surprised when I came back and looked at those shooting stats, because I actually thought he was pretty good in front of goal, and yeah, or maybe they're not everything, you know, so, something about the situation that you're in might determine how well the shot is going to go. I don't really know. But then because I knew that Kluivert was coming into the squad, he's not super quick and he's not super agile or anything. I needed someone who was just that as his striking partner. And that is why we have got Ahmed Musa into the team today. 81 rated, the Nigerian striker plays for Leicester. 94 pace, 85 dribbling and 83 shooting. This was one of the sweatier FUTWIZ SBCs that they released, and I definitely had to get my hands on him. So then we've got Patrick Kluivert. All hail Patrick Kluivert. 91 rated, 86 pace, 83 dribbling. 88 shooting, 80 passing and 82 physical, so pretty versatile there with the stats, but there's nothing that's like completely and utterly jumps out and makes me think, okay, this about him is incredible. There's quite a lot of the 90s and early 90s in the in-game stats, but there's not many things there which are like, I was hoping as a prime icon maybe he would have the odd like 96, 97 in a couple of different areas, especially in the shooting or something, but it's just not the case. I'm not too worried. I know that I'm going to enjoy him anyway. It's Kluivert, for Christ's sake. He's my favourite. So this is the overall starting 11. It's going to give me a good base to test them out. As you can see by the loans that I've got 8 games left on. That's how many games we went into. Couple of people decided that they would either rage quit as soon as they saw the team, or that they would rage quit as soon as I scored 1 goal. So yeah, not the greatest. I hate it when people force me to lose my loans just like that, especially when we haven't even kicked off and they're just doing it out of spite because they know I'm using a loan player. But so be it. I've probably done that down the line to someone. I've done it with people with stat cards on before, but maybe not the loans. But yeah, we can go on into the goals, and you're seeing everything that's going in right now. I had quite a lot of tough opponents. Like, I was playing some in the daily knockout tournament, and then when I ran out of attempts there because I kept getting beaten, I ended up going into online seasons, and it was just generally quite a lot of tough opponents. I was playing this late last night. Obviously, they only came out last night. I got home a little bit later, had to do the SBC, made that video, and then only got a chance at about 10 PM to start playing. So playing for a couple of hours or a few hours meant that it was getting a little bit into the evening, and normally the casuals go off, or what's left of the casuals go off by then, and it's just the real sweaty try-hard people. And well, I can try and be one of them sometimes as well. So yeah, we went and played some relatively tough people. Came up against a lot of Alessandrinis and Lozanos, because that's what happens, right? Everyone's also trying to win that kit when I was in daily knockout tournament as well. So fair play to him if they desperately want the kit. It is tradable though, lads. You can just go on the market and buy it if you really want it. But I guess that's kind of not the point. It defeats the object of winning something, right? But yeah, we can move on. We're on to LAUDRUP's goals right now, and you'll see that they actually look pretty impressive. A lot of low drivens, a lot of just calm, casual finishing. And if there's things that his in-game stats suggest, is that yeah, he's relatively quick, he's great on the ball, and his passing should be pretty immaculate, but overall the shooting is gonna let you down. And that was the one thing that I was really impressed with, like him in front of goal. So much so that he's like, if I check to see what price he is, if he is around one of those like 400k icons, look at that volley. Like, that's a weak foot volley. Sublime. Nothing wrong with that in the slightest. If he is one of those 400k icons, then I think I'm probably going to go ahead and do the full version, because it gives me one of those fun players, you know, that I can have in my team for a little while, and then of course submit later down the line when the likes of R9 comes out, or maybe Pele or something. I don't know. I'm probably going to save up for R9, I think. I got Ronaldinho, and I think R9's probably the other objective of mine this year. We'll see if we can make that happen. I fear that he's going to be like 5 mil or something crazy to do, which I could just about afford if I sold a lot of stuff. But I wouldn't want to sell a lot of stuff just to do that. You know, I'd rather buy like the 94 or something. But that's a good question for today's episode, actually. What is the most... Well, there's a couple of questions. What's the most expensive Prime Icon SBC that you guys have done, if you've done any at all? I know, like on my Road to Glory, where I have a limited amount of coins, somewhere between 1.5 and 2 million, that I personally haven't done any Prime Icon SBCs, because it means untradable, you know. I can't get the coinage back if I decide that I'm no longer enjoying that player. I'd rather spend my money on tradable players, like we bought Team of the Year Kane and stuff, in order to be able to sell him on and then buy other players again, and that's how I prefer to do it over there. Whereas on my main account, I know that I've got plenty of coins at my disposal, and I'm willing, if there's an icon that I want and he's prime and he's a lot cheaper to do the SBC than to get the tradable version on the market, then yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, no problem at all, because they're normally come in useful. Like Rio Ferdinand is one that I did relatively recently, and he has been a rock for my defense, and someone that I'm super glad that I got. You know, Ronaldinho has been the most fun that I've had all year. Roberto Carlos is awesome, and I love him, and I'm glad I did the SBC, but at this point in time, I'm pretty sure it's like a couple 100k cheaper than the SBC if you buy the tradable one. So at some point in time, I feel like maybe the overall price of some of these icons should come down somewhat, just because the overall market comes down a little bit throughout the year, and then we'll get to Team of the Season, and these icons are still going to cost $1 mil to do the SBC, but you could get a tots like Lozano or something who's going to be crazy stats for probably like 200k or something. So I hope that they scale. I hope that I don't think the current SBCs can change, but I hope that maybe future ones are just a little bit more thought out, because, you know, later on in the game we start getting crazy ratings, crazy stats, because it's just that time where you can just have fun, right? You know, we can release the madness onto the game because it's not the start of the cycle, it's not going to break much, and I hope that they let us off with some cheap icons to get people to actually have them in their squads and stuff. But overall, that was the squad, guys. I was really impressed with all 3 icons, and in fact, the one which let me down the most was most likely Kluivert in the situations that I was given today. So don't believe what you see in the shooting stats of LAUDRUP, and if you don't believe me, then go ahead and get the loan version for like 10,000 coins and try them out for yourself. I reckon you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Laurent Blanc, amazing. If you are planning on getting a version of Blanc to keep for the rest of FIFA, then it costs roughly the same amount to do the SBC for the Prime than it does to go out and buy the 89. So you could choose between which one you want to do. And then Kluivert will, I'm still very happy that I got his SBC. Gonna go out into a whole new session of games tomorrow and do my best with him. Get a review out for you guys over the next few days and really give him a proper test out. Hopefully I can get some more success from him. But yeah, overall, do us a favour, smash that thumbs up button if you have enjoyed, and of course don't forget to sub to the channel if you're new. Have a good day, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.